guys, welcome back to A Dose of Kryssy, where we learn, grow, and glow through lifestyle, adventure, and beauty. Now, today we're going to be getting in how to prepare for life after quarantine. Not that it's really going to be over like anytime soon, but we still need to get our minds right, get our bodies right, just get right in general. I'm going to be telling y'all 3 things, so get your pen and your paper ready, and let's get into this. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, life after quarantine. Let me just start by asking, how are you doing? How has quarantine been treating you? Make sure you comment down below. Tell me how you've been doing. And let's just talk, because I know like it's crazy times right now. Also, don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video. So let's go ahead and get into number 1. Mentally prepare. You have to be mentally ready for when all this is over, for outside to open back up. Some of us were out of work, but some of us still went to work. So if you're thinking, is it time for me to get back on schedule? It definitely is. Start getting to bed at a certain time. Not only will it'll start to get you back into a routine, you'll start to get energy, because I know some of us have just been sleeping at all crazy times, just going to bed whenever, waking up whenever, but just really training your body to get back into that routine that you once were in, especially so you can have that energy that will last you all through the day. And then keep your routine, or go back to doing your routines. So if there's things that you did daily, go back to start working yourself into doing those things daily. Just what you were doing normally, and we're going to talk about that word normally in a minute. And then, so also if you've been working, wait for your job to tell you what your next steps are. Some of us are kind of waiting for the phases that they have rolled out, because some jobs are really based on some phases that the government had spoke about. But wait for your job to tell you when it's safe to return. If you're working at home, wait for them to tell you when can you return. But also when you do return, ask them, if they taking the proper precautions, if they have proper, guidelines in place so that everybody remains safe. Also, you're going back to work. Get ready for your 8-hour shift. Get ready for customers, get ready for coworkers, get ready for all the situations. You've basically been detoxed of that place, and now you're gonna go back. And not to say detox is a bad thing, but now you're gonna be going back, and you have to get ready for all the things that you haven't had to deal with. So keep that in mind. Number 2, things will be different. Okay, so remember when I talked about those phases? One thing that is still kind of up in the air, schools remaining closed, large venues, there's strict protocols, gyms, outpatient surgeries, work, return in phases. Each government will set up phases based on social settings. Some non-essential travel can resume. I know hospitals and seniors, limited access is still in place. But the number of people in a social setting, some places it ranges. So basically, look to your government, look online, do your research to see what is going on in your area, in your zip code, and what phase you're in, so you know how to better prepare as well for coming outside. So again, things are going to be different. So like I said, the returning in phases, that's going to be a thing in itself. But talking about normal. Now, getting back into your normal routines is one thing, but going outside and going to the store, that's something normal we used to do, right? Going to the store, getting our grocery carts, going to the cookie section, putting all the chocolate chip cookies in your cart, getting your water, getting your skincare, getting your vitamins, like going to the grocery store, getting all your veggies, getting your food for the week you're about to eat. Okay, so like that used to be normal, right? Now it's normal to go to the store, to wait in line, watch the workers disinfect the baskets, stand 6 feet away from people, wait in line to get into the store. That's what I mean by waiting in line. And then to be in the store and to for once have somebody not breathing down your back in line, somebody not so close to you with their basket clipping your heels. that's one thing I can say that they definitely need to keep in place in the stores. I don't mind that. I mean, not the waiting outside, but in line, just keep people off my heels and keep people from being all up on me in line. I don't like that. Anyways, prepare for a new norm. What we used to think is normal is going to be a whole new normal. Like how when 9/11 happened, how that changed and reformed everything and how we had to take new precautions. That is our new normal. Now, after this, we're going to have a whole bunch of new guidelines instead. And throughout life, we're going to be adapting to this. Now that germs have been widespread, expect places to keep social distancing in place. So, and special guidelines. So if you're planning on going somewhere, if you want to go somewhere, look to see, you know, what their social distancing is going to be like. And also for your own safety, you want to see if there's anything in place to make sure that you're safe, especially if any of you have children. Some jobs may still be closed or you have to work on and off. So I know some people work 1 week at home and then another week they go into their job site, or some jobs may still be closed. So if you haven't, I advise you to go to EDD. If you or anybody do sign up for unemployment. I know that is a big thing right now, but if you're out of a job, I'm praying for you, and I'm praying that you are well taken care of, and just know that God will provide. And if you are working like myself, stay safe. Okay, number 3, is it too early to be going outside? Like, I don't know. Number 3, is it too early to go outside? Now, I don't know if it's too early to go outside. Maybe. No, yeah, it's too early. It's too early, sis. Bro, cousin, friend, honey, boo. It's early. It's too early. I think it's too early. Now, this is just my feelings. If you don't feel this way, or if you don't want to hear nothing about Trump, skip this part. But I think that Trump is basically trying to make this... He wants to rush, and he's trying to make it, to me, it feels like survival of the fittest. And he doesn't want it to be his thing. You know, even though he's the president, I feel like if he's not going to be in control of who gets what, how they get what, then all right, it's up to your governments. Your governments have this, your governments have that, you know, reach out to your governments. But there's so much more that needs to be done. There's so much that governments don't have. There's so many things that still needs to be in place, like a vaccine. You know, and letting some people, but also giving the power to some governments, you know, this is a first for all of us. So we're all trying to adapt and trying to figure out how is the best way to do things. But that's just what I think. Trump is just, he knows he's been given the right tools to what to say to us, but he is his own man and he will do his own thing. He will run this country how he sees fit. And pray for our White House, pray for our president, and I just pray that everything just works out. And I think that ultimately he wants people to be back outside in time for voting, so that when voting comes around, he can get reelected or whatever. Now that I got my opinion out the way, I think that this is something that we're all kind of concerned about. Is it too early? I know some governments say they want their state to be the testers, to go outside and to make sure that this can work and that we can actually, you know, get it done and social distance and return to regular life. Look, life is not going to be regular after this. Not anytime soon, probably never again. Because think about this. Concerts, social distancing. If we have to be away from people, you know, like I mentioned before earlier with my class situation, they're gonna be cutting classes because, you know, with so many people not being able to be on campus, social distancing, how are you gonna have all these classes and, you know, you have to keep people away? It's not gonna be the same, you know, 100 classes, you know, 50 people in the class, 100 people in the class. It's not going to be like that anymore. Concerts, it's not going to be like that anymore. Restaurants, some restaurants are actually closing. So, and then jobs, like some restaurants are closing, some people are going to be out of jobs. So I definitely am praying for everybody, but I definitely suggest that you pray up yourself and start to think about some of your talents, what you can do. Pray about it. Ask the Lord to show you, you know, what you can do during this hard time to provide for your family, and ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for help. If you don't ask for help, if you don't, nobody knows, then nobody knows, and then you didn't say anything, you didn't speak up. I didn't want to get totally into that, but I just wanted to, that was number 3, if things are too early, and to just give you some things to think about. Yeah, this is something that has been on my mind for a long time. I just really wanted to get out here and talk to you guys about it, and hopefully help give you guys some tips on how to really prepare to get back to normal life, or what our new norm will be. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed these tips. Don't forget to comment down below how you're feeling, how this quarantine has been treating you. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications. And I can't wait to see you guys back for more. Thanks for joining in to A Dose of Kryssy. Deuces.